I thrifted this frame for $10. Let's give it a makeover. I found this frame Van Gogh print at the thrift store and loved it, but not the frame. Nothing was wrong with it, it just wasn't my design style. I knew I wanted it to be colorful, but I just didn't know what color. So when in doubt, take your art to the store. I ended up picking a few colors that I was thinking about just so I could test and see them in person. If you want to learn how I approach color, check out my book, Colorful Living. As always, the materials list is in the description below, but I want to talk about these miter shears. So this was my first time ever using these, and I feel like I'm going to use them for every project from now on. I thought that I was going to have to use my chop saw to make these cuts, but the miter shears were perfect. You can change the angle and get it specifically to what you need, which, by the way, for a frame, it is a 45-degree angle. I was able to cut all the pieces I needed for the frame in just a matter of minutes, and this tool stores in the closet. So add it to your crafty toolbox immediately. After I cut my pieces, I went in with 120 grit sandpaper to smooth out the edges. All right, so once the pieces lined up smoothly, it was time to secure everything in place. I ended up using a wood super glue because the frame was wood and the trim was wood, so that is what I bought. If you have super glue at your house already, I'm sure you could just use that. I applied a thin amount so that it wouldn't come out the sides of the trim. I didn't want any sort of texture from the glue. And then I let everything dry overnight. I wanted the trim to be very secure before moving on to the next steps. Now, because this is a DIY, it's not going to be perfect. I did have a small gap in between where the trim came together, but that's why there is wood filler. So I filled my gap with wood filler, and I wiped away any of the excess with a paper towel, let it dry, and then sanded everything down. I think I did 2 layers because the wood filler will sink into the crevice, and then you sort of build it up from there. After that was all dry, I went back in with that 120 grit sandpaper block and sanded the entire frame. So sanded out any imperfections with the wood, but also sanded the original frame because I needed to remove the coating so that the paint would stick better. I wiped the frame down with a cloth just to remove any of the dust before painting, and then I took my frame outside because it was time for paint. I primed everything with the bin primer. If you are here from my IKEA videos, then you know that I really like this primer. This is the first time I've used it in a spray, and I would definitely recommend it. I applied 2 coats, let that dry overnight, and then the next day came back out and applied some color. For spray painting, you want to do light, quick sort of sprays, let it dry, and then come back and keep building up your color. Again, I let that dry overnight, and then I was able to come out the next day and seal my work. The active craft time for this project was really low. It ended up being a lot of sitting around and waiting for things to dry overnight, which honestly, sign me up. That is my type of project. I cleaned the frame, popped the art back in, and this is how it came out. I love it so much, and I'm actually working on a full gallery wall of thrifted frame makeovers, so this is just the first of many to come. Subscribe if you want to see how it comes together, and I will see you next time.